I keep seeing your face when I close my eyes. I want another taste. I see the devil inside. I can't imagine my way. I keep seeing your face. I wanna make a new plan. It's gonna start today. And I don't wanna go home. No. No, I don't wanna go home. No, wow. And I don't wanna go home. And I don't wanna go home, 'cause I feel so cold. I really want you here. Well, I want you so. I said I want you here, right by my side. But you're driving me crazy. I think you're not right. And I don't wanna go home. No. No, I don't wanna go home. No, wow. Don't wanna go home. Don't wanna go home. Don't wanna go home. I never ever wanna go home now. And I don't wanna go home.
Right on, the Blue Carpet Band with I Don't Want to Go Home. Now that was really, really cool. I mean, it was a mix of a bunch of different genres, but it seemed to kind of hover between like literally the late 50s to the early 70s, like with the and kind of sound a little bit like the Vines as well, but like really cool vocals. I love the breakdown and pick up the end. Like I really, really dug that song.
Yeah, there's a real, like, the Vines are one of my favourite ever bands. I don't know whatever happened to the Vines, but that
Yeah, they
first
kind of
album
just
was-
disappeared, eh?
Yeah, I think he had all sorts of health problems and drug problems and all sorts of things. But when I saw these live, it really brought me back to seeing the Vines live. And charisma of the frontman, Jamel, I think his name is, the charisma is just unbelievable. Like, within 5 seconds of them opening their set, he was in the crowd. He was not interested in being on the stage. You know what I mean? Like, he was there with the microphone, jumping up and down, crashing into people, and it was, you know, it's just, he's just brilliant, and they are brilliant. And again, they're a band that, you know, they're pretty relentless with their touring. Like, they've got so many gigs lined up. You know, they're just going and just gaining that experience, which is so valuable when you start out. Like, you know, we're in a position where we kind of gig, you know, once a month or something like that.
Right.
We've kind of gigged for, you know, 15 odd years, a lot, and we're kind of, you know, we're privileged enough we can gig once a month and then, you know, do what we do and build up what we need to build up in terms of a fan base and stuff and be happy with it. These guys are really at that stage where they're just go, and they're doing brilliantly. You know, they've got some cool shows, some cool festivals. They've got their album launch on Friday, and they're just really good. And Andy, who manages them, Andy Cavendish, is a punk promoter kind of by trade, who puts on a lot of punk bands and one big punk festival every year called Blank Generation. And these guys kind of get to play with some really cool bands as a result. So they've played with like 999 and stuff like that, who are really cool proper punk bands, and they kind of fit that, but they're also garagey and rocky, and they've got the kind of little guitar licks and solos and stuff. Yeah, and they're just brilliant. They're fantastic. The nicest thing about that gig was that both the bands kind of said, "Oh, we really liked you guys," and I was like, "Are you kidding?" Because they're both amazing, and they were just like, Blue Carpet were really impressed because we do a couple of like guitar harmonies and stuff, and Chris plays guitar. Like, "Oh, I don't know how you do that." And I was like, "I don't know how you jump up and down for 45 minutes and not die on stage." it's just like the energy is incredible. So yeah, it was really cool, and I'm really glad they finally put something out that's recorded, because I think anyone that's seen them live has been dying to show their mates and tell people how good this band is, and this is a great way to do it. So brilliant band.
So here you go with the Blue Carpet Band, and what am I saying? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brian. Man, I'm sorry.
There was an awful lot of there was a lot of energy behind that particular song. It was awesome. It was really catchy too. So I was really digging it. I thought it was great. So yeah, I'd like to hear more full stuff from these guys, because it's probably like a whole can of energy just coming through your speakers. It sounded great.
No, I apologize, guys. It's been a long week, so I'm just a little tired, and I'm going out after the show tonight too. It's just around the corner, but so I do apologize. I just kind of jumped the gun there for a second, but we're back on track here. So the next one.
I love it. I'm sorry, Brian. I almost didn't let you talk.
It's great, because sometimes we don't even have to wait for a whole reel of outtakes. Sometimes you can just live right through the right there.
Oh man, like next year for your rewind, that's exactly what I'll be doing. I'll be looking for our little slip ups here and there, and just the funny little moments, because it's all live. So, and that's the be part about it, right? It happens, and you can't cover up. It's like, oh well, shit, I fucked up,
Mate, there's got to be. I know we're only in February, but there's got to be the 20 minutes Brian and I spent talking guitar solos because everything died and we were still live.
Yeah,
yeah, that was fantastic. That's definitely going to make it on that reel.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was such a blag.
Well, at the same time, at least it's nothing bad, right? So if it's something bad, be like, oh, Christ, now we're really screwed, right? But it's never anything bad. It's all about the music. So next up, we have another mic submission. This is Blue Nation 1.
Yeah, this band are really, really cool. I've got lots to say about these guys, and I'm sort of tempted to do it afterwards. So let's just play the track, and I'll tell you what I know afterwards. I'm really excited by them, actually.
Right on. Here we go with the Blue Nation 1, and the song's called Melody, # Mike's favorite band. Dig this. Blue Nation 1 with Melody. That was a cool song. And honestly, when I first heard Melody, I immediately thought of the Black Crowes, right? I mean, I wasn't expecting that, but that's the first thing I thought of. But it was a really cool tune, like really kind of, it really had some some strong blues undertones. But I really dug that tune.
Yeah, they get it straight away. This is my new favourite band for the week. So there's loads of things that I love about these guys. They're from the Midlands, which I love because from when I was about 6 to when I was about 12, I lived in the Midlands, so I have a connection there, which is great. And there's a really good music scene up there, actually. There's a few really good bands that have come out. So that's just a personal thing, but that's good. They set up their own record label to release this called Box Seat Records. I love bands that do that. I think every band should put on their own gig because I think they'll realise how difficult it is to do, and I think they'll learn a lot from it. And I think every band should try and put out and release their own record. And if you want to set up an actual, thing to do that, I think that's a really, really good idea. So I've got a lot of respect for that. This is the best one. I'm just reading my notes so I don't forget all the great things I love about these guys. This is the best one. They've played over 400 gigs across the UK.
Holy crap!
Including a gig on a moving tram and one at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix.
Wow.
That's
nice.
Cool. That's
No
really,
kidding.
really cool. And frankly, if I was going to go and see a band on a tram or at the Grand Prix, I'd want them to sound like a dirty, riffy rock band like that reminds me of bands like Inglorious and Black Sabbath.
Right.
It's like, yes, please. So I think they are really, really, really hot. It's a complete fluke I came across them. I was talking to someone on Facebook, literally, I can't remember if I commented on something or they commented on something, and one of the guys from this band saw it, and in whatever I was talking about, I can't remember what the conversation was, I just mentioned the podcast, New Music Saturday, and they went, they messaged me and they said, I just noticed that you did this, we're friends with so-and-so, hey, listen, do you want to hear our tracks? And that happens quite a lot, and I said, yeah, sure, email it over. Played it, I was like, oh my god, that's going on the show. That's got to go on the show, right? It's just like, that's so right for the show. It's so good, it's right up my street. So I want to hear more and more and more, and I'm going to be contacting them and saying, look, how many songs can you send me and how many weeks can we try this out? Because I want to play loads more. So yeah, really, really cool, really impressed. So that's what I love about doing this, is you discover bands like that, completely by accident. 400 gigs, like, I've probably played 400 gigs, but I've been playing for 15 years, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's just incredible. It's really cool. And I've never played on a tram. Yeah, I love them. I absolutely love them. My new favourite band.
Hashtag my favorite band.
Yeah, I know. That's a fickle hashtag, though, because in about a half hour, there's going to be another favorite band, and then you're going to have a lot of angry previous favorite bands.
Oh, no, Mike. Go ahead.
But the key is in the word new, surely. It's my new favourite band. So for that period of time until the next one, they are my new favourite band.
Okay. I thought they were pretty cool. You're right. They were riffy as all hell, and I thought that was great. It had like such a good dirty blues metal to it. I